Yo, what's up, gang? It's your boy Rick, aka Iconic, back with another video. In this video, we are going to be doing a 5K, the 5ers challenge. Man, I'm telling you, I have been losing trades left and right, accounts left and right. I've been so embarrassed to even upload a video because of the amount of challenges that I've lost. Nonetheless, man, I've been following this guy named FX Carlos, and he trades supply and demand. And I've just been watching his free content because, to be honest, I don't necessarily have the money to go ahead and sign up for his mentoring or even get his course. So I keep buying these little 5K challenges. I ran up, pretty much maxed out my credit cards doing that shit. That's before I even found his information. So again, he does trade supply and demand, and I understand supply and demand, but he talks about it with such confidence. And he talks about another guy named Doyle Exchange, which I've seen Doyle's video before, but never really paid it much attention. But because of FX Carlos, I kind of looked at Doyle's video, but I mostly kind of always gravitate back to FX Carlos just because he just seemed like a real dude. So anyway, right now you're looking at obviously TradingView. This is XAU USD. This is the H1 chart. And I'm actually looking to go long in this because if you noticed where we have this gray line here, the market already took liquidity. It dipped into this demand zone. So my expectation for this would be to maybe enter in here, have a stop, somewhere, preferably below this low here, but I don't want to risk that much. So I'll go up just slightly and I'll be shooting for maybe 3 to 4 risk to reward ratio. Okay. Let me just see if I could push this up a little bit higher. So that's a 3. All right. And again, this is the H1 chart. And he always talks about gaps. Okay. Let me delete this so we can look more into the market. So I did notice on the, I think it was the 5-minute chart, we do have this gap here that I've highlighted. So we have this little candle. And then we have this candle here, right? That's the gap. So we're looking for the market to touch into this gap. Let me go back to the 10-minute. Okay. So on the 10-minute, I had it like this, right? So it's from this low to this high. That's how I had it on the 10-minute. So I'm looking for the market to give me some type of rejection into this zone. Yes, I am aware that we did have this sell-off from the market touching into some supply area, but I'm looking on the overall picture of the market, and as you can see, the market is pretty much in a and again, this is just based on the 1-hour chart here. We have highs, lows, higher high, higher low, and so forth and so on. The market failed to break this high, however, it did create this high. So I'm looking. So in order for me to consider a short, the market would need to close below this low here, right? This low. So, but I'm still looking for the market to push back up into these levels. So let's go ahead and go back to 15-minute. And for this challenge, you can't. So I have to make 8%. To pass phase 1, I can't lose more than $250 on any one trade or for the day, and the max I could lose is $500. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and this is the account here. I'm not even gonna mess with the account number because I don't think you guys could do anything with that. And if you are a thief, then you know what, you'll get your just due from whatever God you serve. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. So that's the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour is definitely bearish, as we can see. So we also have to take that in consideration. Let's go to the H1. We did get our zones that was tapped into. Right. Let's go down a little bit further. We do have the gap that we were talking about, or that I was talking about. Okay, so we're just gonna utilize this gap here, and I want to see some type of tap into the gap, and then some type of bullish candle, right? So again, this is the 5-minute chart that we're looking at right now. I'm gonna go back to trading view. So I just need to see bullish pressure. We do have, obviously, we had some bulls stepped in here at a little bit more bullish momentum, and then we have a little bit of bearish pressure being applied right now. So I would like to enter somewhere in here, and I'm going to go ahead and set up a pending order. That way I don't miss anything. So let's get this, set up a pending order. Okay. We need a buy limit. Let's go back and do that again. Oh shit, I'm not trying to sell this. Delete. Trade. Buy limit. Control T, bring this up, change the prices. And then I can modify the order with my stop losses. Okay. So right there. Then I'm gonna put my stop somewhere down here. And just make sure that it's not. So it looks, I'm trading a 0.07 lot. I'm not sure if I could trade that much on gold, but we'll let it run for right now. Okay. So let's see how much we're risking. That's $106 that I'm risking on this one trade. And then we're gonna put our TP up here. Okay. So the target is $400. Yes, so $400. So, and this TP right now is at 900. So the target to pass phase 1 is 4. So let's go back to this up here, and let's put this on here. So we're buying in here. Okay. So market looks like it wants to run, leave me right there. So stop loss. Let's get this in here. Stop loss is here. Take profit. Take profit is here. The entry price 291. 22.91. Okay. All right, so that's the setup right there. And I don't want this to run away, leave me. At the same time, I want to use proper, I want to use discipline. Let me say that. Okay. Let's go back to the 15-minute. 1 hour. Okay. You know what? Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. Okay. So again, the reason why I'm taking a trade is going to be based off the overall trend that I'm seeing here, not just the momentum of what's going on right now. I'm looking to see if I can capitalize on, these moves here. And again, it's a high probability that the market could, push down, snatch me out. But again, based on what My boy FX Carlos is saying, I hope I'm following the rules that he would apply to the market. I am trading a little bit later than I would like to. Since I literally just purchased the account, I would have liked to trade it from 7 a.m. and, catch the New York session when it just opened. But obviously that didn't happen. So we're just gonna take what we can get. Let me delete some of these things here. Let's delete this. All right, let's delete some of these lines. Now, I don't think this is accurate because I know I'm not in the market yet. So let's go back to price. 1922.58. 1922.58. 1922.58. Is that right? Oh shit, I'm so stupid. I got in at 1921.56. 1921.56. That's where I got into the market. Boy, I'm dumb. And my stop loss is at 1920.04. 1920.04, okay? And the take profit is 1934.48. 1934.40, okay. So that's where it is. All right, so let's get rid of some of these lines so we can get this a little bit clearer and see if we're gonna get tapped into this market. We're gonna put this down to the 15-minute. Because so you see the market is toying right there at the gap entry, right? But I just want to see if it could come down just a little bit further into the gap. Don't seem like it wants to give me any and I don't want to miss this move. Because I know at some point, maybe around 12:30, the market's gonna do a push. It could be straight to the downside or it could be to the upside. So right now we have this candle here, which is just an indecision candle. So it doesn't know if it wants to go up and it doesn't know if it wants to go down. Okay. Let's just watch this a little bit. Again, this is the first trade, and I'll show you. So this is the account here. Profit target $400. Okay. As you can see, I don't even know what this is. I think this automatically gets set up because I don't think this is the trade that I'm in. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I haven't taken any trades. 0 trades, 0 profits, 0 P&L, right? Daily stop out level is $4,750. That means I can't lose 250 bucks. And then the entire stop out is 4,500, which I can't lose more than 500 on the overall account, right? So minimum trading days is 3 days. And I'll explain that real quick. It's not just, oh, today is Wednesday, then I'm going to trade Thursday, I'm going to trade Friday. No. Every day you have to make, so let's say if today I make 100 bucks, right? Then that's going to count as 1 day, because in order for you to you have to have what they call a profitable day. So if I make $100 today, right? That means I've made more than 0.5%, because you have to make, in order for it to be a profitable day, you have to make 0.5% of whatever your total account size is at the end of the day, right? And for the 5ers, I'm in Florida, so Eastern Standard Time, their day starts at 6. So at 6 p.m., the account gets reset, right? So if I made 100 bucks today, that's going to make the account go up to 5,100, right? Prime example. So now tomorrow, when I go to trade, I'm going to have to take the 5,100, right? 5,100 and times it by actually, I think it's about 0.05, right? Percent. actually 5,100 times, yeah, 0.5%, right? So that means tomorrow I'm gonna have to make, in order for it to be a profitable day, I have to make at least $25.50. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and vice versa. If I made $500 today, 5,500 times 0.5% equal, that means I would have to make $27.50. That's for you to have a profitable day, but you still have to make the $400 for you to pass that particular phase. Hope I explained that right. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. All right, so let's get back to the chart. Okay, so we tapped in here. The market is like toying around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and jump in on this trade. So I'm in the trade right now. I'm going to cancel this, delete, and then I'm going to put my, let's see, I'm going to risk, and I know I'm risking a lot, to be honest with you, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm going to set my take profit. So I'm not using proper risk management, so to speak. So 219, let's see, 300, 4, okay. All right, so that's 400. So if this gets hit, that means I would have not passed the challenge, but I would have, well, anything I made over $50 right now is gonna give me a profitable day. So I could literally get a profitable day and not trade for the rest of the day, and then make that be my day one. So today, I think I have to make like $20-something just to have a profitable day. So let's go 5,000 times 0.5% equal. So if I made $25, I could close this out right now and then just wait for 6 o'clock to hit, and that would be one profitable day. And then I could continue doing those little numbers and then eventually try and make that $400. But these little $25 will actually add up to 400. Okay, so if I hit 25, I could close it out and go about my business and don't even trade for the rest of the day until after 6. Okay, so that's one strategy. Okay, so again, what I'm doing right now is just based on me watching FX Carlos's video. If he sees this video, then maybe he could correct me. I tried to have him give me a free mentorship, but he wasn't picking up on my game because he offered his mentorship to a guy, and the guy was like such a douchebag. He kept talking about lawyers trying to sue somebody. So I told FX Carlos in the comments, I'm like, yo, bro, I'll take his spot. Because, I mean, if I could afford it, I would definitely get it. But right now, as it stands, man, I can't do it. So if I become profitable doing this, I'll definitely take him up on that offer and sign up for his mentorship. So again, I'm in the trade right now. Let me go to, let me see what the risk to reward is. I mean, technically, I could look at this. I'm risking, let's say, 200 to make 400, I think. So let's say 500. So that's like 2.5 or something like that, right? Doyle goes for like a 1-to-1. Anything's better than losing. That's what I'm going to say. So let's change this over so we get accurate information. We got in at 192265. 22.65. Our stop loss is at 0.9, and then our take profit is at 1929.28. 1929.28. Okay. So this is a 2.59 risk to reward ratio, which is still not bad. So again, I just want to be able to go to break even on this trade. Okay. And I just feel like the market is going to come all the way back up here to retest these highs. So let me see what the bigger time frame looks like. Let's go to the H1. It's the H1. Okay. If up here, it's probably going to be an all-day thing, but I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move my, let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see if we could get this shit all the way up here. All right, so let's get this take profit. I'm gonna move the take profit. Let's back up over here. All right. So move the take profit. So again, as I was explaining, I'm up $45 on this. This would be considered a profitable day because I made more than 0.5% on the total account, right? So I could literally close this out right now and go about my business and don't even trade for the rest of the day. That way I could have at least one profitable day and then worry about the next day, right? So let's keep going down. And I want to go ahead and reduce the risk on this. But maybe if the market gets up here and start to create some structure, then I'll reduce the risk. But as of right now, I don't see any real strong structure where I feel comfortable moving, because this one can easily get broken. So what I mean when I say create structure, I'll probably be looking for, let's go back to the other chart real quick. Let's go back to this chart and let's utilize the, what's this, the 5 minute? Let's go to the 5 minute chart, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I say structure. So if the market pulls into this area and start doing something like this, right? Then I would feel comfortable that it will be maybe a little bit harder to break this level than it is to break this level, right? And then I would move my stop loss below this level at that time, you know, with the idea that the market's going to teeter in this level. Okay, so let's delete this, and delete this. Okay, let's jump back over here. So let's see what we're up right now. We're up $80. That's not bad. Again, I've lost, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking lost probably like 60 5ers. That's just on the 5ers. I've done FTO before, and those accounts that I've lost, I'm always doing the same shit. And I was so undisciplined. And I'll tell you, man, let me tell you what happened. So obviously you guys know that I do Lyft, right? And they've had my account on hold now for over a week. Well over a week. So I can't do Lyft. I'm just doing Uber. So that made me realize that, yo, even though I'm an independent driver and I'm doing my own thing, I can stop when I want, somebody still has me by the balls. And that shit hurt like a mother effer, bro. Like, I went to go use my app. They said that I can't drive because I violated some rule, right? And I'm like, yo, so for over a week, well over a week, it's going on 2 weeks now. I've been emailing these people over and over, like, yo, I ain't did shit. But I'm telling you, man, that shit gave me a wake-up call. Like, I have to be disciplined, and I have to take this shit serious. Even though I was taking it serious, I don't think I had the discipline. I would trade all times of day. Doesn't matter if it was 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, you know, 5 minutes past 6 on a Sunday. It doesn't matter. I was all over the place. But I swear to God, yo, this shit have my head messed up. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm never, ever gonna fucking work for somebody else as long as I live, because this shit is crazy. If you're working for somebody, bro, it don't matter if you have a corporate job or if you have a job that's, you know, regular customer service making $15 an hour, bro. Like, it don't make no sense, man, that at any time somebody could just cut you off. Whether you're at the company for 1 year or if you're at the company for 25 years, it doesn't matter. And that shit hurt me. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm waking up 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's even harder now because I'm only doing Uber. So I'm out 11 hours a fucking day, and I'm making less than $200 driving all over this damn place. That shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt. And I got a family to feed. And I mentioned that shit in an email, and you would think that they would say, you know what, this man got a family he got to feed. That shit don't even matter to them. That shit don't even matter. They want me to agree to their terms, right? For some shit I didn't even do or violated. Like, please agree to the terms. that you did this and you did. Nah, man, I didn't do shit. All I do is fucking drive and try to take people to their destination safe and try to make it home safe to my kids. I have 2 boys, right? Make it home to my kids and my wife. That's all I want to do. But yo, they screwed me over, man. I ain't even gonna lie. So I've been following FX Carlos. I like the dude. I don't know the dude, but just his passion, and I see how much this man loves his wife. I see how much he loves what he do. So this is what I'm following, and I'm gonna use this shit. I'm gonna learn it a little bit more, obviously, but for right now, what I've gathered, it's supply and demand. He looks for the gaps in the market. He goes off the higher time frame, and then he takes his trade. And you're gonna win and you're gonna lose, like he said. And I already knew that, but shit, you know, sometimes you need somebody to reaffirm the things that you already know. But you have to have that belief either in that person, their commitment to their craft, and then follow them. Because I know trading can get us where we want to go, right? I've been doing it for a hot minute, and I'm still not successful. I've been all over the place. I'm trading SMC, trading support and resistance. I'm trading this, I'm trading that, I'm trading patterns. And I'm just tired, man. But anyway, I don't fucking talk y'all to death. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. So I gotta go Ubering again because I just came home for a minute. So I'm just gonna move my stop loss and just so I could get out of here. And then we'll watch this and see what it does. I'm gonna put it on the higher time frame for right now. I'm gonna pause the video and hopefully it doesn't stop because sometimes that it does that crap. And then I'll come back later to see where we're at.